Hey there, so horror happens to be my favorite genre of film, so I thought I should come in here and do part 2 before I head off to bed of some of my favorite horror DVDs that I've got. Just to let you know, and maybe you've got them all too, or maybe there's some that you want to pick up. And the first one is Hellraiser Blu-ray, the Anchor Bay collection. I love Hellraiser films, with the early ones especially. I got to meet Doug Bradley. He's one of the sweetest guys. Gotta say, one of the nicest guys that I met, and loved meeting Andrew Robinson as well, who I think helped make this film. Ashley Lawrence was beautiful in this movie. I can't give enough credit to this film since it runs 9 minutes long, so it's not overly long. Hello, kitty cat. And there's other commentary with Clive Barker and Ashley Lawrence on this one, and I recommend, definitely recommend it. It's a great Blu-ray. This one here, it's taken out of the box set that was originally in. This one is the complete Scream collection, and it came with the mask. It was a Canadian edition, I think, and there's I think 5 discs in this one here. This is a Blu-ray, by the way. They're a Blu-ray. So it's Scream, Scream 2, which is very cool. Scream 3. Which was good. Scream 4, which Scream 3 wasn't that great actually. Scream 4, which I really actually liked, and 2 feature-length documentaries, and I really loved the documentaries on this here. So I gotta say, I'm a big fan of that stuff. The Nightmare on Elm Street Blu-ray, I did have the Canadian version too at one point, but unfortunately it was lost on the move. This is the original one, of course, with Robert Englund. There are some great features on this one here. Robert and Heather do a great job in this one. And it's one of my favorites. Nightmare on Elm Street, I guess, is a favorite of most people, especially horror fans. Next up is, well, I'm a big Phantasm fan. As anybody that's seen my channel know, I love these films. I find them extremely trippy, extremely fun. Was really happy when I got Phantasm 2 as well. That's not on this list, but if I do a third update on this one, there definitely will be. There's some really great stuff on this. It's an Anchor Bay release. There is 30 minutes of Phantasmagoria. Phantasmagoria, the documentary itself, is like an hour and a half long. It's really well done. There's a great commentary on this one, and I gotta say, I really do love this. Phantasm is a great film. And of course, there's the ball as the DVD disc. So I almost got my finger cut in there. Next up is a favorite of mine, and it has a second disc. Happens to be one of my favorite second discs of any DVD I've gotten ever, and that is The Hills of Eyes, Wes Craven. But it's honestly, if it's original, get this version. See this version right here. This one looks just like it. It has 1 disc, but make sure you get the 2-disc edition. It's got the commentary in the first disc, and The Hills of Eyes is a great film, but the second disc is Looking Back on the Hills of Eyes, and a new documentary. It runs about an hour long, or a little bit over, and there's some great stuff on it. I mean, really great stuff. The second one, the director's films of Wes Craven, where Wes Craven basically talks about all his films. You get people like Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Adrienne Barbeau, Neve Campbell, Mitch Pileggi, Robert Englund, Bill Pullman, Meryl Streep, Christy Swanson, Ray Wise, all talking about the films they worked on with Wes Craven. It's a really good thing. The directors has a good film series and a good series of documentaries, and the films of Wes Craven. Wes Craven is a great storyteller. I can, aside from like being a great director, I can sit down and listen to Wes Craven all day long. He's one of those guys. So that's the first disc. And okay, and that's the second disc, and that's the first disc. They look exactly the same, but great one. And Hills of Eyes, the original one, is a great film. It's as good as the second one is bad. Dad Snow. I'm really proud of this. Dead Snow it says here, but Dad Snow is the original title of this Steelbook. Actually, it's one of the not overly. I don't like go out of my way to get Steelbooks, but I'm just a really big fan of this film, and it is very much in the vein of like Evil Dead 2 type thing. Just very over the top, very fun. And actually, I think the guy that directed, if I'm right, I think he did Hands on Gretel Witch Hunter, which looked to be okay. But this film here is really fun. If you like horror movies, you like zombie movies, this is truly a fun movie. It's a non-stop comedic gore fest ride, but not. It's just really good. It's a really good film. You won't go wrong with it. Next up is another Anchor Bay. I got a lot of these, and Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead is my personal favorite of the trilogy, and I like Bud. Is it Bud or Bub? I know I got the action figure. There's a bigger edition that I wish I had, but it's pretty cool. It's got a couple audio commentaries on it. I love the film. I gotta say, Day of the Dead is a favorite of mine. That's the cover that I'm used to seeing, actually. And by the way, my Prana movie also had a cover on it, a reversible cover, and I had no idea. So, hey, these videos actually teach me something too. Next up, you see is Jolly Killer, but what it's mostly known as, and what you all know it as, is Slaughter High. And Slaughter High is a fun film. It's this is the Arrow video version, and there's some cool stuff on here, I gotta say. This film works, but it works better when you've seen it once and you know what the twist is going to be. Then the stuff that you're watching through, you know, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense. It'll make sense. And just so you don't have the original cover, which was kind of like a skeleton with a gun type thing. That actually makes more sense, but I just liked it. And another, I think this is Anchor Bay, the Blue Underground set that I got, and I'm a real big fan of this director in this series, is the Blind Dead collection. It has, I'll open it up for you. As you can see, it has Tombs of the Blind Dead, Return of the Evil Dead, The Ghost Galleon, and Night of the Seagulls, and of course it's got the extra disc with the documentary on Armando de Osorio, the director, and it has a pretty big booklet here, and by big I mean like it's we're talking like 40 pages here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm going to show you the covers of these just because I think they're so beautiful and they really deserve to be seen. This is a great kind of a zombie-ish zombie ghost type series. I really love these films. They're filled with tons of atmosphere, and as you can see, it's the cover of the first one. Beautiful, so well done. They got alternate opening sequence, Revenge of the Planet Ape. Yeah, you really like to put on different titles for the American versions, don't they? And number two, these covers have to be seen. Return of the Evil Dead. I guess it was trying to, but with that title, they're trying to cash in on the whole Evil Dead thing, but they really didn't need to. And more brutal and bloodthirsty than the first. And of course, it has both versions of the film. It's got the English version, that runs at 87 minutes, and the Spanish version, which runs at 91. So you do get the uncut versions here, by the way. And it's worth it to stop and look at the covers of these because these are so well painted. I'm a huge fan of these. This is the Ghost Galleon, and or Zombie, which was the other title in this one, I think. Theatrical trailer and TV spots, you know. And of course, this is the last one, and I think this one was shown in some region free sets, or it's like some crappy cut-up version of it. And that movie is Night of the Seagulls, which again, as you can tell, they do wonderful jobs with the covers here. Blind Dead collection. And of course, they all run, you know, like 89, 90 minutes type thing. They're not too long. When you watch them, they're really, really fun. And of course, there is the last disc, Armando de Osorio, director, and that's basically the The Last Templar, documentary on writer-director Armando de Osorio, Unearthing the Blonde Dead, interview with writer-director Armando de Osorio, and Farewell to Spain's Night of Horror. It's on the DVD-ROM, which I'm guessing is a... I haven't really checked it out, but it's probably like a text thing talking about the late, great Armando de Osorio as the director. It's a great set. If you can ever get your hands on this one, by the way, pick it up. It's a really, really cool coffin box set. Strongly recommend it. The last one in this portion, anyway, is going to be my Evil Dead Ultimate Collection, and I really love this one. There's it's done. There's the widescreen version, and it's got a audio commentary and a kind of a featurette thing on there, and the full frame version, which some say is the more complete, the right version actually, and that's got another commentary. But the first commentary is by Sam Raimi on the first disc, and Robert Tappert, and second commentary is by Bruce Campbell. So you know it's going to be fun. Another featurette on that one as well. And the third one is Ladies of the Evil Dead. The girls that acted in Evil Dead, the females, they were not actually aware that Evil Dead had become really popular. They'd gone on, they'd done other stuff. I'll just open it up so you guys can see it, and you probably have this one, guys. But just for ones who don't, or just for people who want to check it out as one of the covers, because as you know, they have put this DVD out so many times. That was another cover. That was another cover, because we know this one has been out a million times. There's the 3 DVDs. Yeah, so the girls and the ladies who did basically didn't know it was that popular. And there's a lot of people going around for conventions and stuff like that. And once they figured out, oh, hey, this is kind of popular, then they went out and did the convention circuit too, and they do it now as Ladies of Evil Dead. And just so you know, it has a Evil Dead, a 2-sided poster, great artwork on that. It is the Ultimate Collection thus far. It's the best version of Evil Dead that's been put out, and we know that Anchor Bay has put this movie out 1,000,001 times. Those are some of my favorite horror DVDs that I have. I'll probably do a 3rd edition of this, because I gotta say I've got a lot of favorites in here, and all these movies I watched several times, whether it's the movie, feature, both. A lot of those movies got some great features on them. If you get a chance to get that Scream set, I really highly recommend it. It's a pretty cool one, and the Evil Dead Ultimate Edition is a must, and so is the Blonde Dead collection. Everything else there was just gravy and cool stuff. Phantasm, if you're not a fan, I really hope you become one, because the Phantasm movies are just so freaking well done. It's the universe is so trippy and tight and weird and freaky. I just love it. Anyway, thanks for watching the DVD. Thanks for watching the reviews, and I'll get some more up hopefully, if not tomorrow, because I got some studying to do, then the day after. But hope you enjoyed these here, and I'll be talking to you soon. Right now it's time for soda, because it's too late for caffeine. Well, it's too late for like serious caffeine.